Hello, how you doing?
Hello, is this Dazzle?
Yeah, it's Dazzle.
Yes, how you doing? I want to know if I can book a reading or if you're available for a reading.
Yes, always. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I think my baby father's sleeping with the girl next door.
What?
And yes, because she always looking at me funny. She never really speak. But every time I'm with him, it's like she speak and be giggly, like doing this like a side eye thing. I think it's like a woman's intuition thing. He say I'm tripping, but I know I'm not. He don't do nothing for me, nothing for my kids. And the other day, I found like a Gucci receipt in his armrest, and just coincidentally, she had like some
Alright, we're
Gucci
gonna
shoes.
figure. Hello, everybody. It's your girl DAZZLE.tarot, and I am back for another tarot reading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go into the description box. Everything is down there. Okay, so we had an eventful day or two, right, with Shannon Sharpe. Okay, so Uncle Shay Shay is in the news, child. Uncle Shay Shay is in the news because he is being sued by an ex-lover named Gabrielle. What is her name? Gabrielle something, right? But he called her Gabby, right? So he's being sued for $50 million for sexual assault, okay? And it's been getting hot and steamy around here. So, y'all, we're going to have to listen. I'm going to read it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read you guys what's going on. And I'm going to tell you guys what's happened afterwards, right? So, before I do that, though, let me see something. Let me see my little comments. Let me see. Hi, Boo. That's crazy. Yes. What's up, Boo? So, let me tell you. So the accuser wanted to be Jane Doe, but Uncle Shay Shay was like, "Oh hell nah, you will not be." Each girlfriend is suing him so late. It's late. His ex, all the exes want some money. Okay, so pay me for my pain. But look, so she is suing him, and the lawyer who is representing Jane Doe, who is not actually Jane Doe no more. Her nickname is Gabby. Okay, so the lawyer who she has decided to take her case, or whatever the case may be, is Tony Bugsby. No other than Tony Bugsby. After we done witnessed him in these streets on his bald-headed whole shit with the stuff with Jay-Z. Now he back at it again with Uncle Shay Shay. Okay. So basically, Uncle Shay Shay was like, y'all, it's not going to shake me down. This is a shakedown. Tony Bugsby is an ambulance chaser, and he is going after black rich men, and with these frivolous lawsuits, or with these lawsuits that are basically based on lies, right? So Jane Doe, aka Gabby, said and both agree that their relationship was consensual, and that's when she decides to say that until it wasn't. Basically, he anally raped her. She's saying that, right? So he's like, oh, hell nah, I got the receipts. So he released some steam of text messages, and we're going to get into it. But without further ado, let me go ahead and just read a little bit off to y'all. Please hit that like. Please hit that like button. It's just like when you come to somebody's house, you ring the doorbell first before you come in. You know what I'm saying? Knock on the door. Just don't open the door and bust up in here. You know what I'm saying? The like button is the doorbell. Okay, so this is going to be from, what is this, Hindustan Times? Okay, this is the article. Shannon Sharpe's legal team has released alleged text messages between the NFL legend and the woman who has accused him of rape, revealing X-rated messages she sent him before the 50 million lawsuit was filed. The sexually explicit messages include The woman allegedly telling Sharpe that she wants him to put a dog collar around my neck. She wanna be gagged. She wanna be choked. She wanna be walked like a dog. She wants to be walked like a dog. And tie me up and do bad things to me. Oh, now she want to be tied up. The former Denver Broncos defense lawyer also named the plaintiff, who the legal papers identify only as Jane Doe. Sharpe's attorney, Lanny J. Davis, said in a statement, according to the New York Post, that the text messages clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. She wants to be walked like a dog. She want to be gagged. She want to be choked. She want to be tied up, girl. The civil action filed in Nevada state court alleged that Sharpe committed sexual assault against the accuser near the end of 2024 and the start of 2025. It added that the crime was committed during a rocky, consensual relationship that lasted for about 2 years. The papers accused Sharpe of threatening to kill the woman, manipulating and controlling her, and repeatedly threatening to brutally choke her and violently slap her. She might like that shit. Davis, however, has stressed that Sharpe categorically denies the allegations and is ready to fight legally. Sharpe and the accuser had consensual sex until January 2nd. That's recent. They've been having sex for a minute. She been getting gagged and tied up and choked for a minute. David said, which is the day when she allegedly asked for $25K per cheek daddy. She wanted him to give her $25,000 per butt cheek. All right? So she wanted a good old, what is that, a Brazilian butt lift? Or was the ass shots? She wanted her butt bigger. Okay? And the message. The message is between Shannon Sharpe, let me see, and the accuser. I know you missed this big juicy ass. $25K for each cheek. She told so Miss Gabby told Uncle Shay Shay, I know you missed this juicy ass. $25K per cheek, baby. The accuser wrote, according to the 44 pages of text. Oh, it's more than one. It's more than that. So it's more than what we know in these texts. I mean, it's more text. Another text before this message revealed that Sharpe wished the woman a happy new year and said she could come over to his house if she sent him 50,000. In another message, the woman allegedly shared a photo with Sharpe showing a woman tied up in a compromising position and wrote on March 5th, 2025, tie me up like this and fuck me. So she wanted to be tied up. All right. She replied, if I knew how to. Oh, no. He said, if I knew how to, I would, baby. The accuser then allegedly wrote, it's okay, I have handcuffs. We can stick to those for now. The pair exchanged adult-only texts again on January 31st, 2024, with the woman allegedly writing him, that just got my PUSSI wet, okay? Tie me up and do bad things to me. Sharpe wrote in response, cuff up. So they like handcuffs, girl. They was doing handcuffs, okay? Uh-huh. The accuser allegedly wrote, you still have my handcuffs? I want like some hardcore BDSM action though, and feeling kind of freaky lately. So she like being choked, tied up, slapped up, walked like a dog, handcuffs, all that. I mean, I ain't mad at her. I mean, get your freak on. On March 14th, the woman wrote, I want to be abused, daddy. And I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're fucking me on October 9th. The couple even spoke about the woman's desire to have a baby with Sharpe, including text from the accuser saying, only if you put that baby gravy in me, then you can do whatever you want to me. And I literally ate so much food, I look like I'm pregnant. Oh, shoot. Let me reload. So she asked for that man baby gravy and said she ate so much food, she looked like she pregnant. Uh, I look like I'm pregnant with your big black baby. She said, "Look like I'm pregnant with your big black baby." Okay, so she want his baby gravy. She want to be gagged. She want to be choked. She want to be tied. She want to be cuffed, and she want his big black baby. So not only are they into BDSM and all that freaky stuff, they into some type of race play going on. Sharpe replied, "If I still fuck with you around my B-day in 24, you can IUD out." Oh, so what he said was, look, if we still fucking around my birthday, you can take your IUD out, you know, your birth control out, and I'ma put my baby gravy in you, and you can have this big black baby. All right. On February 29th, 2024, Sharpe wrote that the accuser's desire for the baby is a kink for her, with the woman replying, "You're the one you're the one that has a breeding kink." Okay, so okay. And I mean, I only want a baby if it's from you. I think I'd be a good mom. I've always wanted a black baby. What the fuck? Jane Doe's lawsuit claimed that the pair faced problems. Okay, come on now. I hate this site. But look, damn y'all. Damn. Okay. Alright. Stuff just keep coming up. Alright. You know what? Let me go back. But this is some tea. This is some good tea. For real. I like this. I like this type of tea. See, I'm all in this for the wrong reasons. I'm supposed to be like, oh my goodness, she's a victim. But I'm looking at this like they out here having some kinky ass sex. They sexting for real. I'm like, okay, girl. Okay, let me see this. Let me get back to the baby gravy. Oh yeah, so she said, "I've always wanted a black baby." Jane Doe's lawsuit claimed. Come on, why I keep loading up, bitch? Okay, it's getting good. That the pair faced problems when Sharpe was heard having sex on Instagram Live in September 20. Oh, when he was talking about, what is her name? The lady that started with an M. Name started with an M. Remember when he had his little sex tape accidentally exposed and stuff, and you can hear the audio of him and that lady having sex? That's when stuff got messed up. That's when Jane Doe, aka Gabby, got mad, right? So, in a series of texts on December 26, 2024, she demanded a formal apology. As she continued to ask Sharpe to apologize, he wrote, "I've already apologized. Stop playing childish games." Davis said that the evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, sexual language, and fantasy scenarios initiated by the woman. The accuser Sharpe met at a Los Angeles gym. Okay, they met at the gym in 2023. At the time, the woman was just 20 years old. I mean, that's still grown. That's still doable. I mean, Sharpe somebody, he old. He OG, triple OG. But look, let me see something. Is there anything else on here? Oh yeah, so he's suing her for defamation, right? So let me see. They both like kinky things. Everyone is getting exposed. But I mean, I'm gonna ask this though, right? And we just gonna be real. Uncle Shay Shay is a man of a particular age. His kids are most likely grown. He is single, and he ready to mingle, and he ready to do freaky things, freaky adult things. He want to explore. He's already done everything. He's well off. He's established. He wants to have some him time. He wants to wind down. He wants to get into He wants to get into the panties and get into the sheets and things like that. I mean, he's not robbing no banks. He's not messing with underage women. He is literally, doing him. And then it ain't tricking if you got it because he giving out money. And then he like a particular type of girl. If you see Gabby on the screen, you know what type of females that he like, right? So my whole thing is, what is wrong with an older man being freaky? At one point, I missed the part where she said she wanted to like put her tongue in his ass. So, I mean, that's not even gay. I mean, she asked the rim job him. So she doing a lot of freaky stuff. So my thing is, I can understand how it can be twisted. And if you don't know what you're looking at, you thinking that this man is really like going crazy on her. What's up, Val with AD? How you been? How you been, girl? You would feel like this man is going crazy on her and talking crazy to her. But obviously, if they are in BDSM, they're in dominatrix, they want to, she wants to be his little feminine, submissive sugar baby. Okay? Yeah, I think she has other plans to get what she wants. Yeah, I believe that too. And whole time, if you was looking at the text messages, she wanted a baby by this man. She was trying to get some money. I mean, to me, that's what it sounded like. Either I was going to get some money by having your big black baby with your baby gravy, or you was going to give me $25K for each butt cheek, or you can give me $50K. She was, and then she young. But, he had sugar daddy age. And honestly speaking, what I think should have happened, I think that, and mind you, Gabby got an OF. She an OnlyFans girl, okay? All that good stuff. So she was trying to get to the bag, but I feel like at his... Exactly right. She wants millions of dollars. And yeah, shit. I mean, that's what that shit sound like. That's what it sound like, don't it? Whole time, my whole thing with Shannon is that I think that the younger girls, like Gabby, what's her whole name? Because I keep calling her Gabby. I think the younger girls like her, they really are just out for the bag. And that's fine because I think he know that. That's why it ain't tricking if you got it. But I think that if he was to get a more professional girl, you know what I'm saying? A good-looking professional girl that keeps it professional, I think it'll be better, right, for him. So he can have his sexual experiences in peace and it won't be blasted out. But I guess Gabby was... Oh, that's the name. Gabby was mad when he was screwing Michelle. And he was calling Michelle names, talking about something. Michelle. Oh, God. Why is this making me laugh so bad? Accusing. I'm trying to figure out her name. Her name is Gabriella Zuniga. Okay. And no, she didn't sign the NDA. That's the other thing. And then mind you, the recording that leaked, I gotta play y'all the recording, but the recording was just a snippet of a whole 10-minute recording that she secretly did because it was part of a sex tape. And she secretly recorded him in this sex tape that lasted 10 minutes. And instead of all this other stuff, she chopped it up and made it into something that is not, basically. And basically some bullshit. Some Tony Bugsby shit, okay? But honestly speaking, it sounded like they had a good time. It sounded like, some freaky things was happening. Yes, he is going to be countersuing her. Also, what I don't understand And I will say this to the day I go. I'm trying to figure out if someone raped you, why is nobody getting no rape kits done? Nobody's going to the police. Nobody wants criminal charges. Nobody wants none of that. Everybody wants to go to an ambulance chasing lawyer, a 1-800 lawyer, and they want to do a civil suit. Why is it always civil? If someone hurt, I mean, if Shannon, if he is a fucking, the audio sounds like she wanted to be fucked. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It sounded like she was a helpless, submissive, and he was like, I'm a choke the shit out you. I would choke the shit out you. And I'm like, you know what? Fucking choke the shit out of me. I mean, if it's all that. Why is this making me laugh so bad? I'm like, fuck it. I'm all getting all turned on a little bit. I had to call my husband. My husband older than me too. He is Zaddy. So I was like, Zaddy, don't you want to choke the shit out of me? But no, and then the audio reminded me of those times where you allow your man to be dominant and act like he got the power, and a black person's conversation ain't a white person's conversation sometimes. So when you got yourself a black man who that you're allowing them to be dominant and powerful and let them spit they shit, I'm already cursing. I might as well keep it that way. Let them spit they shit. They be like, yeah, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. If you say it again, watch what I do. And you be like, okay, I understand. Yes, Daddy. That's all I heard in that audio. and fucking Tony Bugsby thought he had some big thing. He was like, listen to this. Ta-da! Here's the evidence. Yes, Daddy. Oh, God. I don't even know where to start. But I think that she probably wants some money. I mean, of course she wants money. That's why she's doing a civil suit. Of course, she wants the big money. She, honestly speaking, she was asking for money the whole time. So she was been wanting money. Like that TikTok meme of the boy getting jacked up on Scared Straight. I thought you was about to say the other Scared Straight joint when the dude with the perm and the wet set was like, look at you. You're not that cute. Your hair look what you say? He was like, you're not that cute. Your hair look raggedy. You look dusty. I thought you was about to say that. I don't know how to even do this without laughing and taking it serious. Because who knows? I mean, you're supposed to believe all victims, right? Somebody in my comment section had the nerve to tell me all I do is take up for Jay-Z and this, that, and the third. And I had to let her know. I'm like, well, what I'm supposed to do? Agree with a lie? Yes, I'm going to say that black man is being lied on by fake victims. That Jane Doe was a fake-ass victim. What am I supposed to do? Lie to y'all? No, I'm not supposed to do that. And so now it's Shannon Sharpe. And we're looking at everything that's going on based on everything that's been getting put out here. It looked like they was having fun. and she was trying to get her bag. And because she couldn't get the baby gravy, she couldn't get the big black baby, she ain't get the 25K per ass cheek, or she ain't get the 50K for coming over. Now she trying to get the 50 million. So she trying to get something. She tired of being the submissive baby. Matter of fact, she got mad because he was messing with, what's her name? Michelle, in September. See, Michelle, the one that got her out her body. Michelle got her out her body. Michelle must have been folded up like a pretzel. Girl, if it's that serious, girl, then you need to take Pilates and you need to take yoga so you can fold up like a pretzel. Because the way he was screaming on Michelle, I don't know if Michelle was getting folded or she was riding. She was doing something. Maybe Michelle is more dominant than you. You want to play this submissive role and get handcuffed and stuff, while Michelle, like, lay down. Let me ride. Shut up. What you say? Say my name, Destiny Child. That's what Michelle doing. So you was mad because he was screaming Michelle, but telling you, bitch, I choked the shit out you. Now all of a sudden, everything he's saying to you is abusive because he was all, cutesy, demure, and mindful. Very cutesy, very demure, and mindful with Michelle. Okay? Michelle had him screaming softly, okay? Like, you know that old man scream. You know that older man. You know when they be having sex, they got that inner growl. They be like Mr. T. She was mad at Michelle. That's what happened. Michelle had her man in the chokehold. But I'm about to do the reading in a minute. But what else did I miss? Oh, yeah. What else? Did I miss anything about this? So she's suing for 50 mil. Tony Bugsby got to be... He going out bad. Tony Bugsby is going out bad. They say he had a good track record and everything else, but he is going out bad. You said you funny. This shit is funny. Tony Bugsby is going out bad. And this said that I be seeing certain content creators who is all on the Me Too movement, believe all victims, all this. Honestly speaking, cut the cheese. Put the cheese on the cracker. Cut the shit. You know that lady don't sound like no victim. And you know that lady in the Jay-Z case, that Jane Doe didn't sound right either. That she was lying. And at this point, I feel like these ambulance chasing lawyers are trying to come to the public with the bullshit and thinking we are so gullible that we're not going to use our discernment to actually figure out what's going on here. It's not rocket science. He is trying to strong arm these people. Obviously. And that's what all the other ambulance chasers be doing. Remember, what is her name? It's another attorney. And she's an ambulance chaser. And her mama was an ambulance chaser. Her mama's an attorney too. Remember the big girl that lied on Usher and said Usher gave her like a STD or something like that? Big girl. And she was going to press conferences and everything. She was a victim. And people was believing her. I know y'all remember that shit. And I thought to myself, like, I felt bad for not believing her because I ain't believe that. And they was like, well, you never know. It's because she big, huh? It's because she big. I'm like, it's not because she big. I just don't believe her. Yeah, old girl was at the press conference being proud. But the reason why she got exposed is because her friends exposed her. Her friends exposed it all. I was like, damn, don't fall out with your friends if you on your come up off of hoax. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be the people who know the truth. You supposed to be cool with. And then the girl in the Jay-Z case, her own daddy said he don't remember picking her ass up at no random ass fucking gas station and more than 5 hours away from where he lived. What are you talking about? Like, but it be telltale signs. Now we have this. So is she lying or is she telling the truth? Right? Could it be that she just liked that freaky stuff and they fell out over, the fact that Michelle was getting some of Uncle Shay Shay and she wasn't getting none. She wasn't getting what she wanted from the situation. Or could it be that Uncle Shay Shay really had a situation where he raped her and put his hands on her or whatever the hell? We got to figure that out, y'all. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're about to do. So let me put my little camera on and let me say hi to y'all. Hey, everybody. Hey, people. Hey, people. Hey, people. She probably was mad that he didn't want her no more. And mind you, you know what it is? I'm going to tell you. Because, I had my share of dating older dudes. A lot of older dudes don't think, a lot of older guys don't think that the younger girls are ready for a full commitment yet. And they're not really ready for that yet, right? Shannon sounds like he wants to have fun and be single, while she is talking about she really do want his baby. And basically, she probably fell in love with the big black. And, she probably wanted the big black baby. But Shannon must be doing his thing, I ain't gonna lie, because if you got the young girls acting like that. That's crazy. He must got some big D energy going around or something, because I don't know. But he need to stop messing with them young girls. They grandma probably knows Santeria and all types of stuff. Gonna try to put a love spell on them. So let me figure this out. So put your questions in the chat and see what we get, right? Because my only question is she telling the truth? That Shannon actually raped Mrs. Gabriella, okay, aka Gabby, okay? Did he rape her? And yes, we get the question, because if you come to us with the bullshit, you leave it open for interpretation. When you come to the public with the bullshit, now the public gets to cast judgment. And not all judgment is going to be in your favor. Okay? So, let's see. Did Shannon really rape Gabrielle? One, two, three. You got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. That's the first one we got, okay? Then we got the Queen of Cups upright, okay? Then we got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Now I'm going to ask y'all. Okay, and then you have the King of Wands in the reverse. That's the Spirit is talking about. So now we're going to get into this. I'm going to tell y'all, when I see Pentacles, I see money, right? Because that's what it's about. So, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, this was supposed to be something she was supposed to have been taken care of, okay? She felt like this was going to be a long-lasting situation, okay? She was trying to get that big black baby, okay? And she meant it with that Queen of Cups, okay? That Queen of Cups energy, she has a lot of loving energy towards him, and she wanted a baby, okay? He told her she could take that IUD out by his birthday if they still fucking around, okay? And the 6 of Cups is in the reverse. This talks about nostalgia, being stuck in the past. She can't let that good thing go. She really wanted to be Uncle Shay Shay's baby mammy. Okay? That's not a lie. So did he rape her? No. But was he a jerk? Yes. He's a jerk. So Spirit is telling him with this King of Wands in the reverse, the reason why this female has a problem with you is because of how you left her and what you did and how you talked to her, right? She wanted to be his baby mama. Yeah, she wanted that forever bag, okay? She wanted to be on child support. And she was going to up the score. She was going to go back and forth to child support to make sure that money was there. She was going to have a big black baby, and she was going to be on child support. And she was going to try to get that big black baby in the NFL. And I keep saying big black baby because that's what she said. But that lets you know how they really feel about big black men. You know, emphasis on big black. Extra, extra emphasis on black. Matter of fact, a big buck. That's a buck. That's what they used to call us back in slavery when you had a big black sex appeal nigga. You called him a buck, and he's a breeding animal. Yeah, that's what that word. She thought he was gonna fall for her mess. Yes. But the whole time the problem is Uncle Shay Shay, a player. The King of Wands in the reverse is a player. And he cocky, and he can be self-censored, he can be arrogant, and he fucking other people. So what he should have did was, instead of just turning his back, because the King of Wands is turning his back on her whole prospect, right? She's looking forward when it comes to this, like Queen of Cups. She's looking straight at you, but her prospects of a baby, because whole time the Six of Cups does have a child on it, and it is a pregnancy card. The Ten of Pentacles is a family card. It's all about the peak of stability, security, and wealth. It's all about generational wealth, okay? And the Queen of Cups is a mother, usually, and is usually pregnant with a baby. So it really was that, okay? That baby was going to be her wealth. And it was going to be with him. But he turned his back at that because that's not what he wanted. He wanted to fuck with Michelle's and stuff. He wanted all the spices of life at his old age, okay? What's wrong with that? So did he rape her? No. She enjoyed all of it. No. And to be more technical, you should be happy that you got a man who is willing to do and try all these kinky things with you, and vice versa. What is wrong with that? Why you gotta play him out because you can't get your way? I gotta call my husband, make sure he wake up for work. He upstairs. I'm not walking upstairs. I'm not going upstairs. Wake up, boo. Alright. Yeah. He work overnight. But yeah, that's what that was. That's exactly what that was. And I can see why someone will be mad, because she had hopes. She was invested in this. She was emotionally invested in this. She had hopes that she would get pregnant, that he would let her take that IUD out. And then all of a sudden in September, she hear him getting rolled like a stallion by Michelle. And they was probably locked in embrace too. You know how you on top of somebody, your lover, somebody that y'all like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got this intimate, sensual, sexual thing going on, and y'all and then it's like you on top of him or he on top of you or something, and then y'all just embrace. And then he start whispering your name in the soft, Mr. T growl, Michelle. That really fucked her up. That's what that is. That fucked her up. She's bitter. So Spirit is saying it's how you leaving these women. You betray her. This Ten of Swords is in the back. This is betrayal. This don't look like abuse. This looks like betrayal. If the Queen of Cups was in the reverse, I'd say that she will be somebody who would be abused, right? But is that right? She just he didn't care for all that other shit. Because honestly speaking, a lot of the shit that she was saying in those text messages wasn't just fantasy. When she was telling him she wanted the baby, that wasn't a fantasy. She really did. Hmm. So now she gonna get back. She said, "I'm gonna get my generational wealth one way or a motherfucking another." Hmm. But y'all should believe all victims. She's a victim of having her dream deferred. You know, basically. And another thing is, y'all know, if you get old enough, it's going to be a time or two that you've had to bury an idea, or a dream. There's a graveyard for dreams and ideas and shit. And the fact that she had to bury that was hard for her. But it's a lesson for her, because it's not about getting a wealthy man, because she's cute. She can go get a wealthy man. It's about getting the right man. That man ain't on no start no family time. He done already had the kids he was going to have and did whatever he was going to do. He is of a certain age. Okay, he can settle down, but look at your position. What position are you in? You're in the fun girl position. You know? Yeah, he enjoyed his single life by having fun time with people. I mean, what's wrong with that? That's why I be saying, like, what's wrong with that? Like, but see, y'all females, that's the other thing. Y'all, it seemed like people just be wanting the instead of my whole thing is, if he giving you money and he spoiling you, why don't you use some of that money to create a business and to really like do something for yourself? So that's how you supposed to do it, right? You get your little sugar daddy, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be his little submissive, you know, little feminine sugar baby. That means you're supposed to be like, Sadie, is it possible you can give me some money to go this, that, and the third? And then he give you the money, and you know what you do? You take majority of that money and you put it up in your bank account, and then, after a while, it add up. Open you up a business, I don't know, go to college. I mean, I don't know, you know, that's how escalate yourself, right? And then you play your cards right. Don't come to him with the BS. That's the one you don't argue with, okay? You're not supposed to argue with Zaddy, with the sugar daddy, right? You can fake catch a little fit, make it cute and shimmy in front of him a little bit and rub his thigh. Like, baby, it's not fair. I want to see you. You can do that, but you're not supposed to say fuck it and go to an ambulance chasing lawyer and then try to sully this man reputation. That's not even fucking fair. That's not fair. And see, that shows you the lack of maturity within her. Yeah, yeah. You can find somebody that's into a business. That's what motherfucker Lil Boosie said. Lil Boosie was like, why don't you go to, I forgot what he said, go to, I think he said Washington State or something, and find you a tech guy. Why don't you do that? Like, what's the point of fucking up somebody's reputation? And what's the point of us? And it seemed like, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I lost a subscriber or two because they got mad about how I talked about us black people like this, my skin folk. It seemed like we be so pressed to just throw these men away as soon as they're being accused of something. They haven't been found guilty of nothing. They just got accused. And you have to let them do due process. It's like, that's why these ambulance chasing lawyers feel like they can do this, because they feel like we're just going to automatically believe it. I feel like that's a problem, y'all. That's a problem. And Tony Busby be on his bald headed hoe shit. He be on his bald headed hoe shit. He be out here playing in y'all face. Here you go, ta-da! Here's a victim. Look at her. Look at her. She's a victim. What's her name? What she look like? No. You'll never know. It's Jane Doe. Jane Doe. But Jane Doe's a victim. And she needs 5 million zenny. No, not 5. 8 million zenny. But yeah, that's what this feels like, y'all. This don't feel like rape at all. No. But, and then I got another question for y'all. So, did she think she was going to live like a soft life and, because she's younger than him, they was going to get married and he can leave her everything in the will, and then when he pass on, she can treat his kids like shit and give them the least of the money and keep the most of the money? She gets the mansion, my money, my car, and the kids can get the savings bond. I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of these people. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be somewhere out there, some random person going to come to me and say I'm victim shaming. Yeah, she had big plans, girl. I told you this ten of Pentacles is big plans, okay? But it's a dream deferred now. This 10 of Pentacles upright, this is generational wealth. It's in the reverse. You fucked up my generational wealth, bitch. You were supposed to give me your baby gravy and give me this big black baby. Basically, I think she fell in love with love. You remember that remake of Cinderella with Brandy? And her stepmother was like, falling in love with love is falling for make-believe. And she was like, I fell in love with love one night when the moon was full. Girl. And then my allergies is messing with me because all this freaking pollen in the air today. And then I'm out back with the pollen. So excuse me if y'all see a tear run down my eye. But apparently, Mother Nature wants to make the song crack. But nah, she ain't know that motherfucker like that. She fell in love with the idea. And she's young. But see, that's the other part. He freaking on people his daughter age. Shannon, I hear you like them young, okay? But see, he got to up the age. That's another reason why the stuff like that is happening to him. He got to up the age. Mess with a 35-year-old. A bitch that's like, fuck it. I mean, I know at 35, I'm 35 now. I'm about to be 35 this year. I would have never did that to him. Never. Matter of fact, we still would have been buddies right now. I would have been like, Zaddy, choke me out. Here you go, choke me out. So me and my friends can go in the yard. Zaddy, I don't want to work no more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's like what it's getting into is it's a little ass girl that fell in love with a fantasy, and when it didn't go her way, now she's having the attitude, and instead of walking away with your push-up bra on and your head held high, she want to go to an ambulance chaser. That's what it is. You said I saw a clip of her OnlyFans page on Twitter. I was like, you put your reputation on the line for this. What's up, Tweety? I mean, yeah. And then that's the other part. That's the other part. So that was actually the girl then, because whole time Lovely T showed that picture. I mean, showed her Instagram and then she privated it or whatever. Like the girl privated her Instagram because people was coming to her Instagram. So that's her then, right? Because I know she got an OnlyFans. But my whole thing is, and then why you gotta mess? But see, it be these particular females. Why don't you just? I mean, because if we just want to keep it a buck, if you gotta go to OnlyFans and the hoes anyway, why don't you just mess with a hood bitch? Mess with a hood bitch. I'm pretty sure they not gonna out you. They gonna feel loyal to you. You might as well mess with a hood girl. I mean, they gonna know what it is and what it ain't. It's sad. But again, you gonna have these people outside looking there and talking about something. I know he was a bad person. I know he. You know what? That's what it is. The industry is bad and it's evil. To be honest, there are evil people in every situation, in every fucking place. There are bad people in every fucking place. It's not just the industry. They just really want to have cream in their coffee. But to what extent? He need to get someone his age that understand how he operates. He's in my generation, so he should have known better. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. At the very least, get somebody in in their 30s, mid 30s or late 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like and up. People who don't have time for that shit. She wanted to come up. Matter of fact, you was supposed to let her give you some head and keep it. Matter of fact, she like licking ass. She could have gave you some head and licked the goosh and went about her business, and you could have just gave her $50K. Are you still getting the sense that the black community is still going to support him? I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like not Tony Bugsby. I feel like Sharpe is still going to get supported because I even seen some people talking about it, and I'm like, I like what they're saying because they're not really downing him. The only thing they're saying to him is that you got to be more careful and you should have known better. But if we're going to talk about exposure, it's not just exposure from celebrities, the evil celebrities. No, you're exposing these ambulance chasing lawyers, these money hungry hoes that make these frivolous lawsuits like her. You're exposing the people who believe it. Everybody's getting exposed. He'll make sure they find that NDA next time. They should sign it. He should make. Matter of fact, if you are a celebrity, I feel like every celebrity, I don't care if you're a good celebrity or a bad celebrity. Or matter of fact, even, I feel like this. If you're a business owner, I feel like you should make people who are close to you in your business sign NDAs too. I feel like that because it seems like now people would rather clout chase than solve the issue and go their merry way. You know what I'm saying? Resolve the issue and go their merry way. It don't work like that. I gotta go on the internet and talk about how you're a bad person and you're horrible. Or I gotta go to an ambulance chasing lawyer and be like, oh my God, you pushed me. Or, I felt some type of way. No. I felt like I could have been raped. No. Disney can't even say anything. We have a whole president that's a felon. You got a good point. Good point. But I hope Disney don't drop him because if Disney drop him because of a lying asshole, so because she couldn't get everything, she want him to lose everything. That's crazy. That's not even fair. And please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. That's not even fair. That's crazy. That's that Johnny Depp and what's her name type ish. But let's see if Disney will keep her though. They keep him now. That's crazy. You don't want him to have a damn thing because you want him to be out of all this money and be attached to you forever and ever. You want him to lose stuff. You want him to have a slandered reputation. All that because he wouldn't give you a baby and wouldn't put you on a pedestal and set you up nice. So now everything, leave bitches like her alone. Matter of fact, after this, it would turn me off from anybody after this mess. He should be turned off from anybody in the 20s age group, anybody who got an OF, anybody who got light skin. I don't even care if they, whatever. Even a light skinned black girl, I ain't messing with nobody that's similar to that. That's how turned off I will be. You ain't even gotta worry about me messing with nobody like that. I will mess with the total opposite. Okay? After that, he better get him an older black woman. Man, look, get you a bitch that got some business about themselves. Man, after this shit, black women would be. I mean, honestly speaking, if it was me, it would turn me off from all that shit. Her alone would turn me off from BDSM. It would turn me off from role playing. It would turn me off from anybody younger in their 20s. It'll turn me off from anybody who got an Instagram. Yeah, Monique was trying to tell him, and she sure was right at the end of the episode. She was telling Shannon what type of woman he needs. Yes, because we know that. We know these females, what they do. We've seen it too many times. How many times have we seen these people get done like this by these females? There's a story out right now about some girl that had a baby, I guess, by a NBA or NFL player. Oh, the black women were good enough to have his kids, but not to have a long-term relationship or marriage. See, that's the point. Why the fuck? That's a whole nother conversation. Because we're good enough to be baby mamas, but we're not good enough to wife. We're not good enough to have a long-term relationship with. We're not good enough to leave your generational wealth with us. Hold on, I gotta make sure my husband know I love him and stuff while he Hey, hello, how you doing today?
Hi, how you doing? This is Mr. Mike. I'm trying to reach Dazzle.
Oh, I'm Dazzle. What's up? What can I help you with?
I got a party to say that you do readings, right? I got this situation. This bitch of mine, she been ghosting me, and then she come answer the door. One that it was my man walking out the door, talking about what's up to me.
What?
Hey, how about that shit?
All right, well, we're gonna do a reading on that because that sounds bad.
And then she told me that they ain't do nothing.
They ain't do nothing.
She lied, ain't she?
Well, we're gonna figure it out. I'm about to pull out these cards. Let's get into it. All right.
All right.
So
All right.
sit still. Let me shuffle my deck, and we're gonna figure it out. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm back. I am back. I had to make sure I said goodnight to my husband. Hold on, let me see. Let me get the. Oh, what is going on? Oh, I messed up something. What I mess up? Child. Yeah, but that's what we was talking about. Yeah, that's what we back on. The black woman. Yeah, I don't understand that. We're good enough for everything else, but actually creating a home and leaving generational wealth for your children and us, and it's just stupid. The shit is stupid. And I think that black men are one of the only oh, okay, y'all here, good. I think black men are one of the only type of men that I've actually known that rather take generational wealth to another race. Like, I don't get that. As soon as they get to be millionaire status, a lot of them want to go and take it to another race. I've never seen another race do that. Ever. Like, if I see a Chinese person, when they get wealthy, I see their family, their wife is Chinese, their children are Chinese, they are establishing themselves, all types of stuff. If I see a Muslim family, their wife is Muslim, this, that, and the third. Like, they don't just hurry up and switch to another race and give it to them. I don't get that. But other than that, I mean, and that's not saying I have a problem with interracial dating. I just noticed that about black men in particular, right? It's in America because they make them feel less than, so they think they getting a trophy and they're getting nothing but headaches. Basically, the same type of women that you talk mess about in your own community, you go out your community to still mess with the same type of woman. Y'all call black women bitches and hoes and you know, uncouth and shit, but then you go out your community and meet someone like Gabby who want to do freaky hoe shit and try to trap you with a baby, and then afterwards wow out, get up out her body and accuse you of rape to try to get 50 mil from you. You should have just messed with the bitch and the hoe that you said we were. I mean, I don't know. And I would have to say a lot of it is mammy issues. As hell yeah. See, they mad at their mother because their mother had to struggle. Now, that's the irony of it all. It said, ain't a white girl that, quote, acts like a black girl, so what is the purpose? Date a white girl that act like a... That's just like that dude that passed away. That dude that passed away, the one that just kept downing black women just to uplift his white girlfriend, and his white girlfriend, well, that's his baby mama too, end up shooting him and killing him. I'm like, you did all that downing black women just for that white queen that you got to shoot you? Really? Really? But I never heard Uncle Shay Shay down black women though. Even though I seen his actions, but I never heard him actually down black women. So I ain't gonna do that to him. I ain't gonna go too hard on him, but your preference is why you in this situation. So if I was him after this traumatizing experience, I would not date my preference anymore. I would think that my preference was evil. I would. And that would just be me. It would be a whole blanketed thought process. Fuck all my preferences. I don't care. If I like big booties, the next female I date will have a flat booty. Just based on the PTSD. But that's what I got for y'all. That girl lying, y'all. Poor Uncle Shay Shay. And to be honest, if we see that she's lying, this isn't going to hold up too well. But it's going to be messy. And I want to see what else they come out with. That's what I want to see. I want to see the real good shit. I want to see all the text messages. Like, how freaky did this rabbit hole go? How deep is this? Okay, we can ask that. Because Bugsby said that he was initially going to settle for 10 mil just to get up, and that's basically to shut her up. But then Bugsby said that his client didn't want that. She turned it down. So, that is an interesting question. So let's ask. Let's put me back up here. Let's go ahead and ask. And that'll be my last question. Will he have to pay any money towards her? Ooh. Let's see. Will he have to pay out any money? 1, 2, 3. Will Shannon Sharpe have to pay out any money towards Gabrielle? The 9 of Cups. The Temperance. And the 4 of Pentacles. The 9 of Cups is technically a wish fulfillment. Okay. It's lucky, it's luck. So one of them may have luck on their side. That's the court. That's the person I'm asking about. That is Shannon Sharpe. He might have some type of luck on his side, right? There's a lot of people who do agree with him, who do see the plot, who do see the play. You know, you have the Temperance card, though. This talks about moderation, trying to balance things out, right? You might have to work with this girl. You might have to. The 4 of Pentacles is in the reverse. This can go either way, though, because it can be him losing money or her having to lose money, but there will be money lost. So it can go, it's a temperance, it's a balance, though. So for right now, I would say it's up in the air, right? Because it may not even go to court. That's what I'm getting from that. But if it does go to court, a few things can happen. Either he can give her like a little bit of coin and the whole thing go away if they go to court. To be honest with you, he's suing for defamation. She might have to pay him something. But it's feeling like it might not even go to court. Like he might just give her a little couple of and be like, "Look, bitch, leave me the fuck alone." Because that's what he really want to do. He wants her to leave. He wants her to leave him alone. So he might give her some little hush money. But if they go to court, luck is on his side. She might have to pay him, though. That's the funny part. That's what I kind of feel. Because she wants the money anyway. That's what it's about. She can't get him. She can't get the baby. She wants the money. So I hope that answers. I hope he don't pay her no fucking money. I hope he don't. He might be giving her a little bit of money to keep it a being with you. He might on the back end just look, have this and leave me alone. Actually, it's really just saying that he's freaky. But the part where she wants to lick his asshole is what is making people be like, what? But then because she's offering and he's not asking, it doesn't make him really gay. So, but Shannon liked the women. Like, you know he liked the women. I just think that not every man, I think it's because how he dressed. That's the thing. But not every man that dressed like that is gay. It doesn't give gay, though. If she was dead serious about creating a life with that motherfucker, he was giving out some male energy. You said, I don't think he's gay. I don't think he's gay either. He like Michelle and Gabby. I don't think he really gay, y'all. But I hope he don't settle. But it is a high chance that he might just give her some money behind the scenes and it just all go away. But if it don't, it's a good chance that she might end up having to pay him. You said, I don't know what people do in their bedroom, Girl, I don't be knowing you. You know, we ain't the one that's flicking on and off the lights, so we don't know. I think everybody's freaky, if you ask me. I think all y'all are swinging off of chandeliers. I think all y'all doing that. Or will do it. And that's the other part. I didn't even know he had hip replacement. That would definitely make you walk different. But see, if people don't know that, people like to assume. People like to assume real bad. But so what I got from all this, y'all, is that lady was really trying to get some stuff from him that he wasn't ready to give. So now she out for vengeance, and she don't like how he was just an asshole about stuff. So she trying to get what she can get by force out of anything. He might end up paying her on the back end and just stop, cease, desist, shut the fuck up. Or, but the travesty is, if they go to court, she's going to end up paying him. Okay? So it would be best for her to take whatever type of money he's going to give her on the back end instead of going to court, because there is going to be an opportunity for that. That's what I got going on. That's what I conclude out of all this. Because she definitely defamed him, and he is gonna get some money for that if he push all the way through with it. But he about to give her some money to shut the fuck up. Because that's what he really wants. He tired. And it's a shit show too, because now we know how freaky Shannon is. Yeah. But she was trying to go for the gusto. And she wanted to embarrass him. Mm-hmm. She'll probably settle for $4 million. Because I see 4 coins, 4 big coins. Dummy. Probably won't even be $4 million. Probably like 400K. Who knows? But yeah, but that's what I got for y'all. I've been on here for an hour. If I get inspired for another reading, I'll do another live tomorrow. I love y'all for real. Be safe. Be alert. Keep your head on the swivel. And don't let nobody play with you. So, with that being said, I love y'all for real. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace, peace, peace.